later than the usual time. So I'm looking forward to seeing that, but we'll give it a couple minutes so people can kind of like jump into the channel. But we are live right now, but I will tell you when we're gonna like kick off the conversation. Making sure we're on Twitch. Yep. Hello. Daz, what's up, buddy? We are live. Yes. We're going to give everyone a few minutes and see who kind of hops in here. Let me get my chat open. What's up, everyone? What is up? I see a couple familiars in the chat already. Guys, super excited for today. I am joined by the legendary Junie Lau, or better known on Instagram, where I have been following Junie for a while, at Junie Lau X. So before we get going, let me go ahead and start getting some links in here. So let me go ahead and pin Junie's Instagram to the top of the chat. So anyone joining in, make sure, aside from any of the work that I show you of Junie's today and that we talk about, you guys go to her Instagram and check her stuff out, because her work is insane, and we're gonna get into that. So we're just gonna give it a couple more minutes here and see if a couple more people pile in. Okay, cool. I think we are good to go. Twitch, what is up? My name is Tyler. This is a very special Civitai guest creator session. I am joined by the legendary Junie Lau. Junie, go ahead and say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm Junie.
All right, and Junie, where are you located in? Because her and I are on completely opposite ends of the world in totally different time zones right now.
Yeah, I'm in Shanghai right now, Shanghai, China. Yeah.
Is that where you do most of your work out of, or do you have a couple different places you kind of go back and forth between?
I live and work between Shanghai and London. So, but for this year, my majority of time is in Shanghai.
Awesome. Well, look, guys, Junie has been a professional director since what, 2018? You said?
Yeah, 2019.
2019, and she has been using AI professionally since 2022. I got that right this time.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want to go ahead before we start talking about any of the stuff that I kind of have queued up? Can I give you guys some good faces so you can improve my Laura? I don't know, man. I was playing with it last night, and I was getting some pretty interesting things combining it with other Lauras. So I think you guys just gotta get creative with me. No, Junie, before we start taking a look at any of your stuff, so that we can get any of the people who don't know who you are familiar with your work, you want to go ahead and just say a few words about your background and kind of what you've been up to these past couple of years?
Yeah, of course. But it is a long story. So you might just stop me from different kinds of or for sophisticated work that I mentioned. Okay, hello, my name is Junie, and I am an AI filmmaker, and I also a director and production designer in the real world. And I was born in the south of China, so I'm Chinese, but my first language isn't Mandarin that majority Chinese people say. My first language is Cantonese, because the place I grew up is really near Hong Kong, and I come from a fashion design background. Yeah. So, but then I realized that I don't want to make coding for being a fashion designer. So on 2018, I just went to UK, London for studies fashion media production, which is also called fashion film and digital production. it is about what's the next. It is about exploring what's the next generation of media. Then this is the time when I get into this tech work, because since 2018 I started to doing a lot of experiment and started around the new technology media, this kind of things, such as VR, AR, and XR, this kind of thing, and also as well as AI, and also exploring some kind of Web3, blockchain, and NFT. Then after then in 2020 I graduation, and also the COVID thing comes, so I have to move back to China. And when I went back to China, I started to doing my career as a commercial director and music video director. But I realized then I work with a lot of big brand and top celebrities, but I realized that I didn't like about the traditional advertising commercial world. Then on 2022, I started to using AI into my work. The first AI, the
Let
first
me let,
AI.
let me pause you right there real quick. Let me pause you right there real quick. What was the first thing you saw that made you start experimenting with AI? Like, what did you see that made you get into it?
Because the first AI model I was using is the disco diffusion, and it is around 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Then it is a really new AI generative model, diffusion model. It is, it. When the reason why it attracted me so much is that you can see every generation have different outcomes, and every stroke have different kinds of meaning behind this AI model. It just make me so excited because you can keep trying. You are kind of working with the machine, but the machine, it is kind of giving you different kind of feedback. It is not like you are asking he to do it. It is kind of cooperate with it. So it's just so amazing for me. Then
That's a common thing that I think I hear from a lot of the people that come on here that do this professionally, that and it's like something different that I hear from professionals versus a lot of other people, which is that they feel like they're collaborating with
yeah,
the AI.
yeah. I still think that now, because now the generation model is so good, but I still thinking about I am cooperate with him instead of I ask him to do whatever I want. Then there's something happened, because after that I doing some kind of tutorial for Chinese people to get access to AI. Then at that time there's a lot of AI generation tech was be inventing, such as Deforeign and Mid Journey, Stable Diffusion, and all this kind of thing. Then something happened on 2023, the May of 2023. I create a music video for Peter Gabriel, and this video just won the championship and the Stable Diffusion first short film competition, which is amazing. And then at that time I was started thinking about, oh, my career is actually getting better with AI, this kind of thing. And then there's another thing happened is on 2024 this year, on May, and then I won the silver at the at the second International AI Film Festival by One Way. And I also went to Tribeca Film Festival with One Way. My work is called Euler's Identity. I use a lot of nerve and ref fusion because that work I was produced at December 2023, but it won the award at May 2023, 2024. Yeah. Then I also in September 2023, I also cooperate with 50 artists to create the first AI feature length movie, and
Ooh.
I really enjoy that experience because I work with many people have this kind of like-minded, and we have a lot of conversation within our group, and I learn a lot from them. That movie also be screened at March 2024 in LA, and then I just keep doing many AI fields and AI work because I want to pushing myself to use different kinds of style, different kinds of tools, because because people always ask me what kind of tool in my work, but I would say I just use different kinds because I just find it super interesting. So I want to make it is some kind of like a children, then you can mix different kind of two together and see how it comes.
So on that note, before we go any further, let's actually play the Peter Gabriel video for everyone, because in that video, you mixed. Was the image generation in that video Midjourney or was that Stable Diffusion?
Both.
Both.
Some
Okay,
of them are.
And then you also used the forum in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, let me throw this up because
But
you.
But that was a really long time before, and I didn't use One Way at that time because the One Way Gen 1 and Gen 2 didn't come out yet. Yeah.
Yeah, so this video was a year ago. Now just because of the way that this video is labeled on his channel, did you make this video officially for Peter Gabriel, or did you make this afterwards and he saw it and then they contacted you?
Oh, it is won the Stable Diffusion Field Fest, the field competition. So Peter Gabriel just give the because for the top three, Peter Gabriel just bought the copyright of the
Awesome.
AI work.
Awesome. Well, okay, I'm going to go ahead and play this so that the guys can see what type of work you were producing. So this I see that this was posted a year ago, but this was is that around the time you made it, or is it a little earlier than that?
It is a little earlier. It's May 2023.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to go ahead and play this so everyone can see exactly what we're talking about here.
911, what's your emergency, please? You put your hand up, you make your bid. You got your pictures all laid out on the grid. Dug in the garden in the softest ground. Buried everything that you never want found. And the court will rise while the pillars all fall. We got the healer and the birthday cake. We got the weeping and we got the big. We got the ladder, look, there is a snake. How my body begins to wake. And the court will rise while the pillars all fall. Got the money money going up your nose. You got the data, don't control where it goes. But you have left it getting down to the bone. Your only memories on your mobile phone. And the court will rise while the pillars all fall. Out of this sentence, the ball and the claw. In all these pronouncements, I can make out the voice of the law. Out in the market, all our lives are on sale, and the balls are drifting further apart. Recovery cannot fail. Contingency deeds and they're all in place. Got the big shot barrister to plead my case. Got my baby throwing up on a chocolate milk. The black cat judge reaches for his silk. Then the court will rise while the pillars all fall.
That is awesome. That is so good, especially when I think about like what most people were making a year ago with all this stuff. How long from like beginning to end did that take you?
It is around 1 to 2 weeks, not more than 2 weeks. I just did everything by myself, but actually this is a really long time ago. Yeah, I would say the tech right now it is moving really fast.
So what I really like is that there's like in that 2.5 minute video, there are so many different techniques and just like different things that you use to tie it all together, and you didn't depend too much on any one tool, and you can see that. And the parts where it might not have went together so smoothly, you you did what you had to do to make it all work together with masking or just the editing. I really liked the deforum bits because you don't really see too many people mix like deforum with Midjourney imagery. So and it all flowed with the music real nicely. So would you say that video is would you say that video is pretty representative of kind of like where your style has went, or was that like the start of the things that you're making now?
I would say it also inspires me to create the work following, but because I not only like to make different kinds of AI tools, and I also like to make different kind of aesthetic and styles. So I would say I am kind of exploring different kind of style right now. Yeah.
So someone in the chat asked, since that was like a little over a year ago, which lip sync did you use for that at the time?
It is DID. When I first think about it right now, I was saying, oh, it was a really long time ago too. It is a really long time ago.
I mean, it feels with how quickly, I think because of how quickly all of this moves and how fast we've been getting new tools, new video models. It went from automatic and deforum to warp fusion to comfy UI and animate diff, and how quickly it's all going. A year feels like forever.
Yeah, I think it too.
I say it all the time. I was still using warp fusion within the last 2 years, but that now feels like something I did like multiple years ago. But okay, so after the Peter Gabriel video, since that won that competition that you put it in, right? Or it got second place. Was that the one that won?
The one I want, the first place.
The first place. Okay. How did winning first place with that did you start to see a rise in the amount of jobs you were getting or the amount of people that were contacting you after winning that?
Yeah, I have made some good connection after that, because that music video also become popular in China. So there's a lot of people contact me for making music video, this kind of things. That I also make one from a top celebrity in China who is called Andy Lau, and also that music video actually attract the attention from a big media company who give me the money to produce the work I won in AI Film Festival by One Way.
Okay, so and that is this one, right? That's this video.
Yeah.
Does this title mean anything? The title of the video right here?
Yeah, it is a formula which is saying about all the everything inside our world is connected, and it is connected to this mat form. I don't know how the word said, connected to, because the title of this is called Euler's identity, and it is a math equation. And the meaning behind this math equation, it is about everything inside our world is connected to this equation. For example, like environment, economic, culture, this kind of thing. Yeah.
Is that what it's called? I've literally never heard of that before, so I'm relying on you guys to tell me what it is right now.
Yeah.
The God particle formula. Okay, so let's watch this, and then after we watch this, we'll talk about the stuff that you're doing now and kind of where you see everything going. But I really, with this stream, wanted to make sure that people who weren't aware of you and who don't know who you are get to see your work. So I'm going to go ahead and play this one. This one's a little bit longer, but it's going to be worth it, guys.
What do you see in the void so deep?
I saw only emptiness, vast and high. No, look closer. In that space so far, it's a star, a planet, shining like a scar.
The circle is everywhere. Even now, in this Fibonacci very room. I can see it on the stage or when I play my phonograph. I can feel it when I'm singing or looking in the mirror. What is truly real in this world?
Something is happening, and it's connected to that square. There's an answer within that magic square. Look at how simple the square is. But then see how it gets crazy complex as it goes on and on, stretching into infinity.
Do you believe that our world is a kite flown by aliens? I am waiting for the Pascal's Triangle train. You might guess where I'm hoping this train will take me, but I don't know it yet.
我爱下一个字，我爱小妞，一个。
But a tree within the tree.
That was so good. That was so good. Holy crap. Did you edit that all yourself, or was that like the whole, like a whole team of people?
A whole team of people around around 50. Because we have really kind of specific role for like stylists and makeup artists, this kind of thing. Because this is also the first film I try to combine live action with AI. So I just done it, but I'm not. I would think my best work will be the next one, because I also have some kind of different regret in this work. Yeah.
So okay, when you watch this, what do you like looking back at it now? Because so this was 5 months ago, around.
No. It's shot at November and finished post production on December 2023. Yeah.
I watched that, and if that was if my name was on that video, I would literally show that to everyone instead of shaking their hand. That's how that video is literally how I would introduce myself to everyone if that was mine. So what I mean, when you watch that now, what do you think? Give it like, is there anything about that like with the tools now you wish that you could go back and do better, or do you ever look at your previous work that way as things kind of advance?
I would say it is kind of represent the tech and what I was thinking at that time. So I don't think I will change it anything now. But of course, now the tech is getting better, because you can see the I am also using the Red Fusion at that for the shop kits at that time, and it is some kind of flickering. So I just And I also use another effect to make the flickering. It is make sense. So I would say that now the tool is more stable, but I like the texture at that time because it represents the AI technology at that time. So it is kind of a time capsule. Yeah.
You know what's funny? The more stable things get, the more I actually realize how cool the weirdness of things like warp was.
Yeah, I think so too.
So okay, and the total size of the team that worked on that, was that, you said, like 15 people altogether?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's easy. I know I'm guilty of this sometimes when I'm scrolling just through Instagram or through YouTube and watching these incredible videos. It's difficult to remind yourself nowadays, because of how much incredible work you can see on social media, that some of these things have literal teams of people, and not everything is made by one person. It's easy to think that everything is made by one person, and then you start feeling like, oh, why can't I make something like that? And you don't even realize there's like an entire team, and everyone just has to do their one thing really well.
Cool.
And then someone asked, it looked like there was some Gaussian splatting and maybe 3D at parts. It definitely looked like what, Polycam or Luma for the Gaussian
It is
splatting?
Luma.
Do
But
you
I
still
would say, yeah,
No,
the nut and Gaussian splatting also have huge advance at that time, because now from the music video I was doing on July, I also use Gaussian splatting, but I didn't use Luma. I used another two. Yeah.
Is Gaussian splatting still something that you're playing with a lot?
Yeah. I play everything.
There's a plugin I have for After Effects now that lets you take the
Yeah.
Gaussian splat and lets you kind of like send the ripple of the color through all the particles. So coming from that, when I look at your Instagram, and let me just pull it up on screen here. And guys, if you want to go ahead and follow Junie, her Instagram is pinned to the top of the Twitch chat. How would you describe your style?
It is
There's definitely a style. There's definitely a style here.
It is a really difficult question because people keep asking me about this, but I would say I didn't have a specific kind of style. Maybe I just don't know it myself, but I would say I go to the surreal direction instead of some kinds of Hollywood style, because I don't think I can create some kind of thing. It is that in traditional this kind of aesthetic. So I just go to some kind of surreal and experimental style.
Is there, since most of your work is most of the work you get based in China, or do you do a lot of remote stuff as well?
Yeah, I do. Now my main client is for my past few months. My main client is between British and Chinese, but now because I won the silver at the AI Film Festival, I just also giving some kinds of the DM from American, and also because I was in Tribeca, so there's some kind of the big agency and big production house just reach out to me, and I would love to see what happen in the future. It is yeah, it is amazing.
Is there a specific type? Would you say that like the different countries seem to want different types of things when they contact you? Is there like, do you notice differences between like things that you get contacted to do from the United States versus things from London versus things from China?
To be honest, I would feel like if the work is good, then it will welcome by global, because I don't think it is really specific. But to be honest, my work is more popular in United States and UK, because I would say the competition inside China is really tough, because I would say there's a lot of AI artists in China right now, and they are also creating many amazing work. But I would say for myself, I would love to kind of do something is meaningful, because I want to put some meaning inside my work. Yeah.
So what is there a project you have in mind that you would like to bring to life? Is there like an idea, or are you just looking for that meaning in each new thing that you're doing?
Yeah, because I have already doing this kind of research about digital identity and virtual humanity since 2018. So to be honest, all of my project it is related to this topic about what is the future of human, and how humans' identity will change in this kind of digital world.
Did I see something on your website about that? The de-association or disassociation? Was there something about that on your website?
I don't think so.
No. Okay.
Because to be honest, I'm not that active in social media. To be honest.
Gotcha. Then I must have just got lucky by finding your Instagram page, because that was I don't even know how long I've been following you, but I always keep up with your stuff, because it always your page is one of the pages that I go to whenever I like need to try to see something new.
And I also follow each of your tutorial, to be honest.
Which hopefully I can do more of coming up very, very soon. But so like, out of all the stuff that you do, what is your favorite type of project to work on? Do you prefer the music videos, or do you like the more longer narrative type stuff?
Right now, I am prepared for a new shot, which also exploring the topic I am exploring, and I also want to use the latest AI technology, because the technology right now is moving so fast. So I would say I am interested in both media, for music video to short, but for me, my biggest interest is that I also interesting to explore the XR experience for the next generation media, because now the hardware is getting a huge improvement. So I was thinking, oh, maybe the next generation media will be totally different. So that's the reason. So that's the reason why I really want to explore different kinds of medium and media. Yeah.
So when you say XR, you mean like virtual reality?
Yeah.
Is there is the are like headsets and that type of stuff really popular in China right now?
I would say, I mean, I don't think it is available to for all people right now, but I can see it in the future. It may replacing our phone, and because new kind of the XR experience, we're living to new kind of content creation. Because now I would think the media right now is video or image. It is too fat. It is 2D. So I really like to exploring the 3D storytelling because it is really inspiring, I would say. Because when it comes to 3D storytelling, it is total different narrative, because you can get into an immersive world and different kind of sound, different kind of image and aesthetic just go around you. It is some kind of the immersive, this kind of things. Yeah.
I really think we're going to see that stuff take off when the form factor gets to the size of the glasses, like what Meta just showed with the Orion glasses. I really think that that's going to be the thing that completely cracks that wide open, because I think the barrier for a lot of people right now for that experience is needing the big bulky headset.
Yeah.
And most people just want to be able to put on like a normal pair of glasses and then see the holograms or be immersed in the world. I think that's kind of what most people are waiting for with that. But I agree that that is eventually where all that stuff is going to go. Do you have any big projects that you are working on right now that you can talk about, or anything that like is in the works that you're excited about?
I'm preparing for a new shot, but I would love to keep it in secret because I don't know what kind of outcome it will come. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm a bit excited about it. And to be honest, majority people know me about as a AI filmmaker, and I'm also an AI art researcher because I am doing different kinds of conference and AI event in China. Yeah, and I'm doing a lot of sharing section in China too, and I have a great connection with majority of Chinese AI tech companies such as Minimax, Kling, and there's also a new AI tool called Gemini, which is created by TikTok China. So I mean, I would say everything is moving so fast, and the competition in this AI world is really tough. I would say. So I would like to see what's going next. And also recently, there's AI agency, AI content agency was just launched, and it is funded by me and other 5 AI artists. And we are just we are also we have different kinds of service. Which is combining. We create AI content from brands and celebrity, and at the same time we are also sign artists, and we're not only giving money to artists, we are giving the share of our company to AI artists who work with us. I would say the future is really bright, and I would love to see what's coming next. Yeah.
Is there a net? So we're all online, so we all see it regardless of where we live in the world. Is there the same type of negative association with, like, in China at all with AI, the same way that there is in America, where like we hear a lot that AI art isn't art, or all you guys do is type a prompt, or all you do is press a button. You know, we always hear these things when, you know, you work in it, you know, it takes much more than that to get something really good and thought provoking. But is there that same like group of people with that same thought process in China as well?
I would say it is similar, but to be honest, because the Chinese government is embracing AI, so I would say the attitude from the public towards AI is positive.
More
It
positive.
is more positive, yeah.
Because anytime you hear our government talking about AI, it is like they're trying to introduce a bill to restrict it or to figure out how to protect people from it. Or, you know, it always sounds like we're on the verge of the Terminator and Skynet whenever we hear our government talking about AI. But okay, so that makes a lot more sense that the general public is more positive about it because the Chinese government is actually embracing it more.
Yeah.
So because you just mentioned the agency where you guys offer services for commercials and whatnot, is that related to the most recent thing that you have here with the K-pop commercial?
I would say this is one of the showcase for our company because our company is called Massive and it is a global company. We have member for London, Europe, and US and China. Yeah, we just want to. Oh, it is also a decentralized company, AI agency. So we just get together and to see what to shape what is the future about the AI commercial. I'm really excited about that company, to be honest.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and watch this. This is the last thing that you had sent me, and this is this spec ad is the newest thing that you've made, correct?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's play this. And make sure the Twitter quality is good. Okay.
Shadows echo in the street, heartbeat racing, give a treat. In this world we sound so sweet. Pop, culture, soda, shine. Living on the edge tonight. We're electrifying. Never gonna lose this fight. Culture pop soda. Feel good about soda.
Guys, we gotta step our game up. I gotta step my game up. Literally everything I watched today of yours, even from a year ago, all I'm seeing is like, okay, you have to step your game up. That is there. So what? Like give us an idea. How long does something like this take to make, and kind of like where was the inspiration for this, and did this get any eyes on you? Because when filmmakers make spec ads, it's usually to fill out their portfolio and to attract the type of, like, you're essentially making the type of work that you hope to be getting paid to make, right? So did this help in any way so far?
I would say for one reason, it is a showcase for our company, and the another reason is that the reason I make this is because I come from I was in the traditional advertising industry, but I am not that happy about that industry because I would say the majority of the advertising and commercial we watch today
Sorry.
It is a little bit boring. So I was thinking, for the next generation, there will be new kind of narrative and new kind of storytelling with AI. and AI just I would say AI just open many doors for creative, because for right now you can just think of an idea, then you can just produce it. And to be honest, this video I just make it 3 to 4 days. It didn't take me a really long time. Yeah.
Which I think speaks to your skill level and how good you have gotten at what you do, that you can put something together like this in such a short period of time. Because everyone wonders, I know we don't like talking about all the different tools that we use, because at the end of the day, it's about the idea. But can you tell us the multiple things that you used in putting this together?
Oh, I would say this one, it is, for me, I think it is the most easy one compared to the previous 2 video I make. This one just using Midjourney and Photoshop for for image generation. Then I put into One-Way Gen 3 and Luma for video. And then I also use Suno to generate the music, and 11 Lab to generate the voiceover. You can listen on the final part of it. Culture Pop, so the voiceover was generated in 11 Lab. So I just using a really simple tool for this video.
When you go to make something like this, do you storyboard before you get started, or do you kind of do it as you go?
Yeah, I got the same question for other people too. I just do it as I go, because I have this kind of thing in my mind, so I just create it. I did not do storyboard for this video, but I did the storyboard for the winning video in AI Film Festival.
Well, I definitely agree with what Sergius said. He said, in the end, your biggest tool is your own creativity, which I would definitely agree. Because look, at this point, everything you use to make this are things that are available to everyone, whether they have a really high-end PC or not. Nothing you use to make this requires a 4090 graphics card. So I mean, like I always say, the best ideas are what's going to kind of like shine above everything else. And you, my friend, clearly have very, very good ideas. So guys, I put the link to that video and that Twitter post in the chat. Go ahead and show Junie some love. Before we kind of wrap it up here, Junie, chat, if you have any questions you would like me to ask her for you guys while we still have her with us. And yeah, no, thank you so much for coming and for talking with us and for sharing everything you do with us. I'm a fan. I hope that more people that got to meet you for the first time on the stream will now follow your work more closely, and hopefully the people that watch this on YouTube afterwards will go ahead and check you out and follow your work as well, because I'm always excited for whatever the next thing you put out is.
Yeah, and I would say I am a fan of you too.
Thank you. I didn't know some sexy dancing breakfast was going to take me so far.
and also, I am also a friend of Eric, Animatic E.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, because I also learn this kind of AI technique from his tutorial and your tutorial. Yeah.
And that just goes to show you how quickly anyone who wants to get into this can get up to speed, because I was watching E's tutorials before I even knew what Stable Diffusion was, and before I even had a PC, when I was still just working off of an iMac. I was watching his tutorials on how he did the window effect with his wife, where he did the warp fusion and then masked out the window. I was watching that a full 4 or 5 months before I touched any of this, and I was like, oh, it looks like I need a PC for it. Well, but I still kept up and watched all of his videos, and now we collaborate together, and now here we are talking on this podcast with 700 people watching us. So it's anyone who wants to do this or who wants to like try to make a career shift and they feel called to do something with AI, now is the time. And to be able to make stuff as crazy as things like this Culture Pop soda ad you made, it has never been more realistic and easier and cost effective to do so. A few years ago, making a video like that would have cost a lot of money and a lot of time to editors and VFX artists.
Totally agree.
Yeah. So we have a few questions in here before I let you go. Irutaku wants to know, how the F did you get so good at this stuff?
I don't know how to answer it, but because I have been working as a director since 2019, so I would say I put a lot of effort on it. And to be honest, I didn't have a separate life and work, because my life and work is mixing together. So after I woke up, everything of my life is working. Yeah.
I think a lot of us can relate to that, no matter where we are.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Loop and Mix said, what would your biggest dream right now to achieve in AI be?
To be honest, I want to create a short, enter a mainstream film festival. Yeah.
And he had a follow-up question to that, which is, what advice would you give to anyone who wants to get into AI professionally, who just doesn't even know how to start?
I would say this is a really difficult question, because from my experience, I didn't think it is I find AI or AI found me. I think when I just see the AI work, it just click. Then I just keep using it to create AI art. So I was thinking maybe just watch a few tutorials first, because there's a lot of free tutorial on YouTube, and you will find how to get into this AI. Yeah, because
sorry, go on, finish.
No, you go first.
A really good best practice, because there are so many tutorials out there, and it's really easy to get kind of caught in what most of us would call tutorial hell, where you just find yourself in this endless loop of doing tutorials and never making anything of your own. Is pick a tutorial, see it through to the end, and before you move on to trying to learn anything else, try to make something for yourself with just what you learned from that last tutorial or last video that you watch. That way you can, because like if you just jump from tutorial to tutorial, at least for me, and I think for a lot of people, you start to get in this place where you're doing it, but a lot of it isn't really sticking or staying with you. And that skill set isn't really getting like ingrained in you. So whenever you do a tutorial and you are learning something new, whether it's in AI or whether it's in After Effects or just anything, you have to immediately apply what you just learned to something for yourself that you want to make, no matter how good or how bad it is.
cool.
Cool. And then a couple more compliments here. Your creativity really shows in your work. And yeah, K bro, I completely agree. You'll end up getting decision paralysis if you read too many tutorials and never try making something. And I think at some point we have all been there. Junie, you are a legend. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much of having me. Yeah.
Yeah, so tell the people where they can where is the best place to keep up with you if they would like to follow you on social media. What platform do you stay the most current on?
I would say I would try to be active in X and Instagram, because to be honest, I am totally opposite with Taylor, because I find anxiety when I post.
Hey, you know, my biggest strength, I like to think, is the fact that whether my work is good or bad, I undoubtedly believe that it's good. And so I just kind of will blindly throw all my stuff against the wall and hope that something sticks. And luckily stuff has started to stick. But I always say, it's, if you want to do this professionally and you don't know where to start, a good place to always start is just simply by putting yourself out there. And that means by posting your work and doing so consistently. But guys, in the chat, I am going to go ahead and drop the link to Junie's X account so you can keep up with her on Twitter, or X. I still like calling it Twitter because just saying X feels weird. And her Instagram one more time. So go follow her on both of those platforms. I promise you will not regret it every time one of her things pop up in your feed. Junie, thank you so much. Hang out with me just for a second. Guys, tomorrow, we have 2 streams coming up for you. So at 12 p.m. Pacific, we are going to be live with the crew behind the AI Art magazine and talking to them and finding out what they're up to. And then at 3 p.m. Pacific, we have part 2 of training a Flux Laura on Civitai with KF Tiger. And we're going to be tackling concepts tomorrow. Last time we did how to train styles in Flux. Tomorrow we are doing concepts, and then we got to figure out a date to do the third one, which will be characters. And then you will know how to make anything you want in Flux on Civitai. No PC needed. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific. This is Junie Lau. Make sure you go follow her. All her links are in the chat. Her work is mind-blowing. Go follow her. You know you want to. Junie, thank you so much. Guys, I will see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific.
Thank you.
Oh, don't forget to go check out the special Halloween cosmetics that are dropping every single day. There's a new one. I'm working very hard making them with Brittany every day for you guys. So go get the Halloween cosmetics. They're really cool. I'm really sad that there's still a few vampire bats that didn't sell out. You guys hurt me with that. Oh, Davis asked, what's her IG? I'll put it in there one more time for you, Davis. Boom. All right, guys, we are out. I'll catch you all tomorrow.